Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Elias and welcome back to Age of Engineering. This series is starting to get on my nerves a little bit, specifically because of the dragon. So for the last, I don't even know how many episodes it's been, probably about 4 or 5 episodes, we've been trying to kill the dragon in the end. And it's not been going well. We've lost so much stuff to the end, so many resources, it's getting ridiculous. So we're going to try one more time today, and the secret, I think, is going to be dark steel armor. Hopefully, please. We're going to make dark steel armor, and we're going to upgrade it best we can, so we can put vibrant crystals. That is kind of the idea for most of the stuff. So I have a little bit of energetic alloy. Do I have... I don't have any glowstone, do I? That's grand. I forgot about that part. Whoops. Let's get a stack of cobblestone, and we're gonna run into the nether. So today, I don't know if we're gonna get to the dragon fight, or if we're just going to prepare for it. We'll kind of see how things go. One thing I did go ahead and do is I went ahead and went back to the 4 villages, however many villages I know about, and tried to find as many good villagers that I could. And I took one that it's not a cleric, a librarian. I used a horse, by the way, to get there, so we have a horse now. This looked like the best place to keep him, so that's what I did. But I went and I found a librarian. Rather than making the speed potions that we saw last episode, I went and got a librarian, and that guy doesn't have the best of trades for, what is it, the paper. Librarians typically have paper trades and book trades. He doesn't have the best of paper trades, but I took him over another one that had better ones, because he will trade for a not luck of the sea, that's the last one I saw, a sharpness 4 enchanted book. So that is a lot better, and I'd much rather have that. So I took the guy, he's in that soul vial, and we'll trade with him a little bit. He has a decent book for emeralds trade, so that is something. We can make books a couple of different ways, not only using leather, but also using... I do believe we can use the... what is it called? The blank patterns from Tinkers and string. So, a couple different choices in that manner. I did go ahead and make a dark sword, and the ender, rather, with a little bit of dark steel. Dark steel is... ooh, black spike. Dark steel is not that difficult to get. It's just iron, coal, and obsidian. And I went and mined up a decent amount of obsidian from my mine. Not mined. No D. So a little over a stack of glowstone should be good. So let's head back, and we will make some vibrant alloy. So this is an actual question. How many ender pearls do we have remaining? We have 2, so we can make 2 vibrant alloy. So we're only going to be able to empower a couple of things. That's a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We'll be able to get more. Why did I have the gold on me? Did I take that? I am running on not very much sleep right now, so apologies if I get confused like that too much. So there's the vibrant alloy. Now let's go ahead and get our villager. But yeah, power 4 books is a little bit more important. Yeah, as you can see, 35 paper. I think I had one that had 24 paper, but 8 books is not too shabby. We have a lot of books, so we can get a couple emeralds. And if we give him 39 emeralds, he'll give us a power 4 book. I didn't actually look to see how bad that was. Looks like we unlocked some other stuff. Written books for an emerald. That's not bad. That just requires a chicken farm and squids. So Yeah, not bad, but not something we really need. Anyways, I don't know how much of this we're actually going to be able to do anyways. So let's get one vibrant crystal. And I want to empower my boots more than anything else. 4 levels. Alright, that is really all it takes. If we look at the uses, it doesn't tell us. But there we go, 4 levels. A basic capacitor in 6 levels will give us empowered, but I went jump, which is a piston and some more levels. So, iron, and so we need some redstone, and wood. Alright, so let's make a piston. And we're going to give this jump. So with another piston and 6 levels, we can get more. And that's what I want. But unfortunately, we don't have the levels. So we're going to have to farm for levels a little bit. What time is it? Is it close to being night? Because if it is, it's not. That'd be really nice. I don't want to put anything in there. I want to put stuff in here. So if we can get that, that'd be awesome. Something else that we're going to work towards. Pulsating iron can go back. I also finished up getting all the binder composite and all that kind of fun stuff. But the other thing that we're going to want is, if we take a look at the dark plate, we can make glider wings and give our plate glider. So that is something else we're going to do. It requires a little bit of dark steel and some leather. It looks like 6 leather and 8 dark steel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to have to make just a little bit more coal powder. And we can get this pretty easily. So 5. And you know what? Does this still have the stuff? No. Let's go ahead and do 6. I've gotten a decent amount of iron. And there we go. We'll get this taken care of. More than enough coal powder. Plus we get a little bit of sulfur from that, which is cool. So with that, where am I storing the sulfur? I guess in here would be fine. With that we'll get a decent amount of dark steel. And the question is, do we have enough leather? It is 6 in total, and we have exactly 6. I am going to have to farm up some supplies very soon. So the recipe is pretty easy. It's just 3 leather in the corner and dark steel along the sides. And of course we are going to need to get the rest of the dark steel from our storage in here. Just 2 more. Not too bad. So 2 glider wings, dark steel in between. And can we upgrade this right away? 4 levels. Alright, so something we can do with the dark boots is empower them. We can give them power. And that'll take a while in there, but that's fine. And we can empower all the other stuff as well. It's just, it will take time without like levels and stuff. Now, we can get a few levels from that. But otherwise we're going to have to wait until night. And that we can look at a couple other things. So one thing I want to look at is we're going to look at the controls, because I've never actually used the dark steel armor stuff. Gee, that probably has Let's see, is there anything... That's not a bad key for me. I can do G. Did that allow it? No. So what else is using G? Toggle engine. You know, I don't think that'll conflict. Alright, so we'll see if that works. How fast is... That's not going very fast at all. I'm trying to think if there's another... Otherwise, we need to make a capacitor. And that might be a little bit... capacitor. Capacitor bank is what I'm referring to. That's a bunch of basic capacitors. That's a little bit expensive. Basic capacitors are expensive in this pack. We have... Let's see. We'll need empowered redstonia. A lot of empowered redstonia, and we don't have that. Yeah, and unfortunately, we're not getting much power. We're starting to get more, because this is full. Finally. That took forever to get that full. So that is finally getting us power. So I guess, I'm trying to think, what's going to be the best way to do this? Powered redstonia. Each one of these requires basically a block. And it's ardite. Alright, we'd have to do 2. I think we could manage to get a capacitor bank. The only question is it going to be faster than anything else? How do I get the resonating redstone again? That's right, it's with this. And more redstone. So something like that. Then we need rose red dye, which eventually we'll use. We'll eventually use the beets for that, and then red garnets. Do we have a couple red garnets? I think we do. Yep. All right, so throw those in front, laser them, and then this requires how much? 4 million. We should have enough. Should be pretty close, anyways. And there we go. Let's head outside and try to get the next level so we can put the glider upgrade. I heard a spider back here. There's a spider right here. Alright, so there's the 4 levels for the upgrade. And that should allow us to glide, and that's going to be important. What I want to do is, which you guys will see soon enough, we're going to try to incorporate a couple of different things. We're going to try to basically jump really high and then glide around to fight the dragon. So can I go ahead and glide? I don't actually know. Yes. So that is just the glider. But the secret is with the dark boots. So with the jump boost, it's not necessarily a jump boost. Like this first level is a jump boost, and what we can do is we can turn the glider on. We can get around quite a bit faster. There's some zombies and spiders over here. And as you can see, this armor is decent. It's not the best of armor, but it's still pretty good. And kill zombies. Try to get to 6 levels. We'll turn that off, and Yeah, this stuff is going to take durability, unfortunately. But that's mostly just because we can't handle empowering it all at this point. We need more ender pearls, unfortunately. There's a witch. I don't really want to deal with a witch. Alright, so Creeper is the most important thing to kill. Then the skeleton. And the zombie. And this other creeper. Alright, with that taken care of, we're at level 4. Ow. Just kill whatever we can that's around us. Hey, we got some solidified experience. That'll be even more experience for us. And there is something, I don't think it's in my house. Is it? There's something like over here. It's gotta be, that's a spider above on my roof. Okay. So this ran out of power, it looks like. Oh, well, we can fix that with some food. And let's see, I have 4 solidified experience. There is the next jump level, which is something I want to do because that's going to give us, the idea is eventually it's going to give us double jump, and that's what I want. So it's another piston. I already had a piston. I realize that now. I believe the 3rd level is still another jump, so 8 levels. Alright, so now we should have something a little bit better. Oh, I've got to put the boots back on. So now we have a little bit of a double jump. It's not very powerful, but it's there. So the idea is going to be... Oh my god, there's so many creepers. So the idea is we're going to be able to jump a lot to get much higher. And then from there... hey, we got a creeper head. And we lost it. Oh well. I'm really bad at this. So... Nope. Can't do that. Alright, kill the skeleton. He dropped a bow. I doubt that it's any good. I'm really bad at the creeper kills today. I just want to make sure our armor isn't taking too much damage. Alright, we have another creeper. And... ugh. Okay, that one wasn't my fault as much. I blame the skeleton for that. So, any more? Don't see any more of the solidified experience. Let's kill some easier things like spiders. Ideally, blazes would probably be the best thing to go kill because they give a lot of experience compared to most other mobs. I believe Endermen are also really good for that, but those guys are a little bit worse to fight. Got another bow. I don't know that we're going to be using normal bows. I haven't really decided on that part. We could make a Tinker's Bow, and I think that would be the most powerful option. But at the same time, It could be the most difficult option, to be honest, because of the nature of Tinker's Construct. Trying to figure out what's the best might not be the easiest thing in the world. So we have some options. There is a dark bow, which is from Ender.io. I had to think for a second. You are decked out. Steel sword, steel helmet, and pants. And now we have zombie suit. Which is good. That's a lot of levels. We need 8. And we almost got it. These don't have any more power, so that's why I need the levels more than anything else, just so we can empower the stuff. There is an Enderman over here. There we go. We got another Ender Pearl, so we could make more empowered, more vibrant crystals if we want. And there's some more boots. Alright, let's head back. There's a creeper right here. We also have step assist, I just realized. That is from the boots. I don't know if the jump does that or what, but it is from the boots nonetheless. And yeah, we have a decent amount of levels. We can at least put the next level of jump 3 onto our boots. And I think that'll be a good combination. So we'll do that. And that's the highest level you can get. We have quite a few different pieces of armor. We have the glowstone boots. And it looks like we have lapis lazuli helmet. Neither of those are like super useful to us, but I mean, they're cool to have. So let's clean out our inventory just a little bit. Put that in there. Put all that stuff away. And this is still trying. There we go. And so there's one redstone crystal block. We just need another. So this might take a little bit. I have 7 bread on me. Bread is actually really easy to get. You take all this wheat, you go over here to your machines, and not only will you get a lot of flour, but you'll also get some seeds every once in a while. You just throw that into this on furnace mode, and it makes bread. It'll make a lot of bread very quickly too. And then you can take the seeds and throw them on over here and grab plenty of seed oil. Of course that doesn't have any power, so that's a little bit of a thing, but there is just a ton of bread. And yeah, so what else can we do with our armor? We have the glider, we have jump 3. Let's get some power into these boots so that we can demonstrate that. This is going to take forever, but once we replace this with an actual capacitor, that'll be a little bit better. We can see how much power we're getting and all that kind of stuff. Now, what else did we need for this? Just a block of redstone and some iron. That's pretty easy. But what did we need for the capacitors? That requires enriched gold and copper electron tubes. So we have a few of those copper electron tubes. Let's clean up the rest of this. Dirt goes in there. So these guys are made with redstone ingots, thickened glass, and copper. So we'll need another set of those. 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Thickened glass is the sandy glass. That's right. So we have. Oops. Wrong way. So something like this. Let's see, do we have... Well, we could make them that way, but I think it's going to be easier just to go over here. And we'll do that. So yeah, like I said, that'll give us plenty of power. It's 24,000 RF at 40 RF per tick. It's not very fast, but it's good enough. Now the question is, does this have enough power? We're also going to need to make, what is it, the clear glass, which is enriched sand. So we need just a little bit of that. And then we need the redstone ingots, which I don't believe were too difficult to make. Let's see, how do we get these? That is iron and redstone. And our scientific calculator, so I've got to pull that out. We're going to need 2 pieces of iron. And 2 pieces of redstone. Cool. And then we have 1 nether quartz left. We have a little bit more. It's just not processed yet. So, oh, it's not glass. It's got to be the sand. I forgot. I already had sand on me. Okay, so there's the enriched sand. Come over here. We'll cook it up. And how are we doing on power? These guys are very slowly filling up. It's going to take forever. Now my question is, does this thing have enough power to heat up so that we can make the rest of the copper electron tubes? Looks like it. Just barely. Wow. Now my question is, we're probably gonna lose this liquid glass. That's fine. I don't really care too much. Let's see, we can get some slime blocks and kind of boost that along. And you know, to help if we took our boots out, because they're probably pretty good. So now we have triple jump, or rather we have jump 3, but that does give us a lot of jumps. We can get up pretty high and then glide around. So hopefully, kind of the plan is we're going to use that to get up decently high, so that we can hit all of the crystals that we still need to hit and all that kind of fun stuff. So that's the plan. We won't take fall damage as long as these guys are charged. Now, they don't have much power. That's the problem. We kind of need to power all of these guys up to at least the empowered version and power them all up. And honestly, that's going to take a lot more time than anything else. Like, we could do another one, I think. And then we have, let's see. We'll be able to do this one. And let's give that to our diamond level protection when activated. So let's give that to our chest plate. That's 4 levels. There we go. And then if I can get 4 more levels, that'd be awesome. So kind of the idea is going to be, I'm going to spend a little bit more time off camera getting all that stuff together, and we'll get plenty of I'm just going to break those for right now. Get a little bit of slime power going. We'll get plenty of levels so that we can empower all of our stuff. And I'm going to make the capacitor bank off camera probably. Let's start working on the capacitors so we can make... Actually, we can make 4 with the tubes. How close are we? It's... like that, right? Yes. So there's 3. And I probably don't have enough. I have 2. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more power. And then we're going to need the enriched gold, which I have to remember how to make that. That is also a calculator. It is just gold added with redstone. Yeah, that's pretty easy. We'll need 2 pieces of redstone for that and 2 gold. Alright, so that is easy enough. And the last thing we're going to need to do is figure out a bow. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to end up making a Tinker's Construct bow. And yeah, that is going to be it. By the way, the rest of the recipe is just literally that guy, the redstone block with 4 iron. So nothing difficult there. We're just going to need more vibrant alloy. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's get 4. 4 of those and 4 of those. If I can find some more Enderman, that would be awesome. Gotta change this to alloys, or all, either way works. And that'll make us our vibrant alloy. Or rather, the energetic, and then that will get us the vibrant. So that is the plan with all of that. Now let's take a look at our book. And we'll see what kind of let's see, what kind of bow is going to be really good. So we're going to make just a normal bow, rather than a crossbow this time. And what I want is something that has, I'm trying to think, what's the ideal? So it doesn't matter what kind of string we use. And the arrow shafts matter. And honestly, we'll probably use bone because I like the splitting idea that could shoot 2 arrows basically. Fletching, you'll want accuracy more than anything else. So feather is probably the best, and it talks about, I thought it talked about how the bow materials were kind of set out so that you could make them, how best to make them like a good bow, but I guess not. So we'll take a look at that soon enough. But it is another night, another time to go fight mobs. And we have spiders. There's experience. And yeah, so this is going to be my life for the next couple of nights. And I'm going to try to get enough levels to empower all of our stuff. We're probably not going to do anything in terms of like giving them more power with the capacitor. But let's try to get... Okay, we got another Ender Pearl. So we don't need to fight Endermen anymore. They hurt. And our sword isn't very strong. It's not the empowered one that we found that we have on our body out in the end. So... Ooh, he has an enchanted bow. Alright, so... These guys are causing me issues. Ow. This isn't fair. They're not going to drop their bow if I don't kill them. So that's a thing. But anyways, let's head back inside. And what I want to do... I forgot I need to put the slime balls into the machine so we can get power. Oh no, I did that. Okay, never mind. So how are we doing on power? I'm gonna have to wait on that. It's gonna take a while to get power, everything powered up, and we have a lot of stuff. So real quick, let's kind of look at this and see what kind of bow we're gonna want. I believe we need 2 halves. Longbow is quick and nimble, allows for fast movement while shooting arrows at a rapid speed. Whereas the short bow rather, the longbow provides long range, high damage, but less mobile. We're probably going with the longbow. We'll use a plate that gives us a lot of, probably a lot of durability is what we'll want. I think obsidian might be good, or cobalt wouldn't be bad. Cobalt might actually be pretty good because of the lightweight modifier. Otherwise, yeah, probably cobalt for that. And then the bow materials will want something that gives us either bonus damage or just more fast draw speed. So high draw speed, high range. Night Slime might be one of the best. Manulin's not bad. Ardite's actually pretty good. I think Manulin might be good for the other half. Actually Steel is... Or do we want low numbers, don't we? Yeah, we want low, not high. So Cobalt might actually be... might be the ticket. Silver's pretty good. Electrum's actually pretty good. And Demonic's not bad. We might do just because we don't have that much cobalt, we might do a demonic electrum. Do we need to make... We'll probably need to make the bow limbs. No, we have them. It is 3 each. So let's go ahead and make this. We'll do that real quick and see how good it is. So we need 3 demonic ingots and a little bit more electrum, so we'll just go ahead and go smelt that up together real quick. Literally won't take that long. So these 2 guys, there we go. And there is a skeleton right there. And we have a bunch of zombies coming after us. And yeah, I actually don't mind the large groups of zombies. They're pretty easy to dodge. It is bad when they don't take knockback, because I kind of don't expect that. Alright. We can also add speed to our leggings. I don't know what that requires. We'll have to look at that here in a moment. We might die if we don't kill the skeleton quickly. Alright, should be fine. And we're good. So, let's get this off the bar. We already made the electrum, and there is the demonic bow limb. We're gonna need some string for the bowstring, and a large plate. I think I said I wanted to use Ardite. We don't have enough of, so can we use like obsidian? We don't have to smelt it down, so that's why I'm going to do it. And there we go. So we just turn this to this guy. We do all of these, and we have draw speed 1.36. That's not bad. Attack isn't too bad either. So that is a halfway decent bow. Cool. I actually like that. It is whispering, which is going to cause some issues later, but that's not a big deal. Let's see how strong it is. Let's find... we just have normal arrows. And that's not bad. That's the whispering effect. It's going to talk to us. It's going to tell us how much it wants to murder things and all that kind of fun stuff. So, now I'm really going to end the episode. I'm going to take a look and see what's going to be the best things to get for an arrow. And I think what we'll probably end up doing is something with... we're going to do a bone arrow shaft, and that's a bolt. We want arrows, so we'll need a arrowhead. This doesn't have any information on arrowheads, so I'll have to look at this. Arrowheads, we could do flint. Steel could be good. Otherwise, I think Manulin is probably going to be the ideal. That does 8.7 with a pretty high durability. So I think Manulin is going to be the key. That's just going to be 2 ingots. We are going to need to make an arrowhead cast and all that kind of stuff. So I will do that off camera. And once we have enough power in these guys, I will get to work making the capacitors and all that kind of fun stuff. So next time, we're going to have charged up armor. We're going to have a good bow. We're going to have good armor as well. And we're going to head into the end and try to finish this off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!